Hi, I'm Attiya. I've been part of Joyriders for quite a few years now. I'd actually hadn't cycled for many years. I only learned to cycle when I was about 35 after I'd had all my kids. I was very unconfident on a bike. But then a friend introduced me to the group and everyone was so friendly and welcoming, and it was just really nice to meet a nice group of women who were probably about the same level, probably a bit better than me at the start, but but then as I joined the rides I gained more confidence and I discovered lots of places that were on my doorstep that I hadn't even seen. I'd been living in Waltham Forest for like 10 years and I didn't even know about the reservoir or the or the nature reserve or any of these things that were right on my doorstep. So it was really opened my eyes coming on these rides, meeting all the other ladies who were really, really friendly. It was quite a big social thing as well, because the highlight is the coffee break. And we attended all these cafes that I just would not even have come across, really eclectic ones in Stratford. And I also started to realise that everything is quite near. So I used to drive a lot to Westfield and it used to take half an hour, but it's actually quicker to go on your bike and you don't have to pay for parking. And I just lock up my bike in the underground car park, I think my fitness level improved as well, so I could justify having some cakes and things on the coffee breaks. And I felt a lot happier once I started joining the groups. You get to know the other ladies. We even all we all became quite good friends. So I definitely recommend it. And I was very, very nervous when I first started because I was like, I can't cycle, I'm not good. I just thought that I wasn't good enough and I thought I'd be holding up the whole group. So for the first few rides I used to hide at the back because I'd be like, I don't want to slow down the group. But then with time I got used to the pace, and they were quite nice and said they would go at the slowest pace, or the pace of the slowest rider. So and there was never any pressure, so I felt quite comfortable. And after a bit I started cycling by myself with my family. So during the pandemic me and my husband cycled to the Royal London where he works, and one time we fancied brick bagels and Brick Lane, so we cycled all the way through Hackney, through Waltham Forest, all the way into Tower Hamlets just to get these bagels. And also there's these Krugers in Stepney Green. You can tell that I'm really motivated by food. So we cycled all the way there, and before I joined these groups there was no way that I could have imagined cycling through 2 boroughs, and doing it in less than an hour as well. So I would definitely recommend joining the group. And don't be nervous, because I was quite nervous thinking that no one would talk to me and that they might think I was weird or something like that. But everyone was just so friendly. So if you are feeling nervous, just come along and join. And once you've done it a few times, you'll really build your confidence. And the group has inspired me so much that I've actually published a novel recently, but I think because of the group I owe a lot to them for a lot of the themes in the book, and I've even mentioned them in the back of my novel, Joyriders. It kept me healthy while I was writing this book. So yeah, thank you, Joyriders. If it wasn't for you, I'd still just be really lazy.